Google says you don't need to do anything different to show up in the LLMs or the AIs, large language models, whatever you want to call them. Google says just do regular SEO. And today, I'm going to talk about that. Hi there, my name is Bruce. I've been doing SEO for a long time. I'm really good at it. I've helped small businesses, medium-sized businesses, large businesses, e-com businesses, all different types of businesses get more business and more sales by appearing high in search engines, getting more traffic, all that good stuff. So today I want to talk about Google saying all you need to do is just regular SEO and you're going to show up well in the search engines. Okay, so I'm not saying I agree with them. I'm still learning all this stuff, but we've got two different articles here. We've got one from Search Engine Roundtable, and we've got one from Search Engine Journal. I'll probably just leave the link to one of these in the description. It's the same thing. They're two different SEO industry. Like, these are very well-known blogs or websites, whatever you want to call them, in the SEO industry. So now this is all morphing into the GEO, generative, I don't know what we're calling it, but showing up in AI searches. And so this guy is like one of the heads of Google search. And he says you don't need to know GEO, which I guess we're calling generative engine optimization, and large language model optimization, I guess. Geez, I'm in this sort of, and I don't even know all this stuff. It's all new and changing so quickly. But anyway, they're saying all you need to do is just regular like SEO. Like, basically, if you show up at the top of Google, you're going to be able to show up in AI just fine. Well, I doubt that. I mean, think about it. This is a brand new thing. This is the biggest change to search engine marketing. I mean, not only Google. Yes, Google's like always been like 90+% of search, right? But even like Bing and DuckDuckGo and the other ones, they all have these AI overlays. This has been the biggest change in search basically ever. And to think that you're not going to need to learn new stuff is pretty ridiculous. And then you got to take into account that like there's just Google AI, right? There's all these other AIs. There's ChatGPT, there's Claude, there's a whole bunch. I don't even know all the names of them. But to think that you aren't going to need to know anything than normal SEO. Now they're saying the AI overviews. Now, I'm not, to give these guys credit, I do think, and to give the Google dude credit, I do think it's severely going to help you in the AIs if you show up really well in Google. Because these things are still bots. The other day I downloaded the server logs. I think that's what they're called, server log files. It's kind of technical, geeky stuff I don't do too often. But I did it for one of my sites, and you can see the bots that come to your site. Now, I've always known about Googlebot, right? That's the most well-known one. But there's all these other bots, right? And there's the bot for ChatGPT. There's the bot for Claude. So these AIs, they go out and crawl the internet. So it's going to help you to have good SEO on your site, like image file optimization, which I've been talking about for like since 2018 at least. Like, name your image files like properly, right? Things like that, because they're going to get crawled. So that's going to help. But my thing is, like, I'm just learning this stuff. I'm by no means an expert. There's other people who knew way more. Like, I don't even really know anything about AI. Very little, right? But I'm just assuming I'm going to have to learn a ton of new stuff, like the most amount of new stuff. Like, I'm basically thinking that this is SEO morphing into something else. And so I'm just going to have to learn a massive, or at least a significant amount of stuff. Right, I'm not pretending this is going to be easy, and so that's like the big realization I've had to go through in the last 6 months. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to get some serious new skills. And one, I'm going to have to learn those skills. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I mean, to think that you're not going to need anything, even for just the Google. So there's the Google overview, the AI overview, right? And then there's the AI mode. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up Google. Okay, so here we have Google. So we got, let's do something like best protein powder for weight loss, right? So you got, this is the AI overview. So he's talking about normal SEO works to get into the AI overviews. Okay, so let's say he's right about the AI overviews. Just do SEO. Like, all right, well, I mean, there's like not a whole lot of links here. Hard to make money. They do have some links here. Yeah, you want to be at the top of Google search results, but that's just the AI overview, right? What happens when we go to AI mode, right? Okay, so I didn't even look, but now we got Forbes. Forbes ranks for way more stuff than they should. But okay. And then, like, what about ChatGPT? ChatGPT.com. What do we got? The best protein powders? Right now, like, what? You're telling me I'm not going to need to learn anything new to show up in here? Now, that's not what he's saying, right? That's not what the article is saying. It's just saying for the AI overviews. But what about for the AI mode, right? So my thing is, I don't think anyone who is serious in the search marketing industry thinks that they're going to be able to just make this smooth transition without learning new stuff. I just saw this article, thought it was a little bit ridiculous. And yeah, if you're in here wondering like what the future is going to be like with all these LLMs, I don't know what it's going to be like, but I guarantee you I'm going to have to add to my knowledge. I'm going to have to sharpen my skills that I don't have yet. I'm going to have to learn to optimize for these things. And then I'm going to have to learn, like, there are things that just don't work well in the AIs. Like the AI is not going to send traffic. I'm sure there'll be like certain types of queries or questions or whatever you want to call it that links to websites are likely to appear. And then there's going to be like large sections of questions and content that you don't even want to like put on your website because there's no hope of getting any traffic from the AIs. So stuff like that. I think you're going to have to learn. This is new. It's changing everything. I think SEO will help for sure. But don't just sit back and relax. Like you're going to have to learn some new stuff. Okay, bit of a ramble today, but I saw this. It kind of fired me up because this has been a huge mental shift for me. Be like, okay, my skills are gone. Okay, they're not gone because I started to understand like how the LLMs crawl the internet and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of similar to what I've been doing. But yeah, it fired me up because it's like I know I'm gonna have to learn. I'm buying training on how to learn this stuff from people who have already spent a lot of time figuring it out. So anyway, bit of a ramble, as I said. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Yeah, that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I mean, what do you think? Do you think you're just going to be able to do regular SEO and crush it in the AIs? I don't know. I could be wrong. I have no idea. One thing I know is that I'm not an expert at this stuff, at least not yet. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.